Hey masters, today I'll be trying AppliTools and Cypress in order to perform visual testing. As you can see here, we have like a comparison screenshot before and a baseline snapshot and a current snapshot. We have here a difference in seconds, as you probably can see. We have a seconds difference over here, and you can see that the 7-second over here is like highlighted in pink color, right? And here we have a 6 highlighted in pink color too. Basically, that's the difference, and that's how AppliTools can help us to identify visual changes, right? Just using their technology. All right, so let's go ahead and start with these amazing videos. Okay, masters, thank you very much for being here to click on this video and watch. As always, it is highly appreciated your like, and if you subscribe and let a comment, well, it is going to help us to keep growing in YouTube. So thank you very much for that. I'll start taking a look on how AppliTools work. You can see here a kind of diagram explaining what is happening when we take a snapshot using Cypress. You can see that Cypress script is going to call the AppliTools SDK over here when we call the command CYPRESS window. Okay, it is going to like start a session between Cypress and AppliTools, and as soon as this happens, we're gonna have an AppliTools SDK extraction the DOM snapshot. Okay, and as soon as this snapshot is taken, it is going to send that DOM snapshot to the AppliTools visual grid. Okay, and that grid is going to generate, or actually like paste the snapshot in the grid in the cloud. Okay, and it is going to generate the screenshots, and from that particular part and so on. Basically, their technology is going to compare the baseline images with the current, the current images that you're gonna send. Okay, so let's go ahead and understand how we can work with this. Okay, the first step that we have to do is install the package, the node package in our project. So I'm gonna come here to my project, where we have reviewed a lot of stuff. We have seen here how to perform API testing, how to use variables, how to use locators, invoke, intercept. So if you want to learn more about Cypress in this channel, you're gonna find a full Cypress tutorial for free if you want to learn more about this amazing technology. Okay, I'm gonna come here to my terminal, and I'm going to run the command npm I the AppliTools ice Cypress. Okay, I'm gonna start with this execution, and as you're going to see in the package.json, we're gonna have a new dependency in a few seconds, and it is going to be basically the AppliTools ice Cypress. Okay, as soon as this happens, we're gonna wait for a few seconds. We have to start manipulating, or actually starting our first sample test. I'm gonna copy this, and we're gonna configure and actually custom the code over here. But let's take a look of the package.json, and as I told you, here we have a new dependency, the AppliTools ice Cypress. That's correct and good. I don't need to change anything else in the package.json, so I'm gonna close this, but I need to create a new folder under integration called visual testing. Okay, and I'm gonna create here a JS file with this name, but it had to be in a folder. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna move this to the right, I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna create a new folder called visual testing. And inside of this folder, it exists already. Let me see. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna create a new file here called AppliTools.js, because we can have different technologies to perform visual testing. There are some free plugins. We have also the one that browsers like have. I don't remember right now the name, but yeah. Okay, let's start with AppliTools, and I'm gonna copy the template for the very first test that we want to do, okay, over here, and let's start actually debugging, or actually customizing our test. The first step that we have to do is that our application is going to be this to-dos application. You can see that, it is a simple to-do application that is running in my localhost 3000. So I'm gonna copy and paste our website in the site visit, because that's the website that I want to check and actually get the snapshot. Okay, then I'm gonna be using the command ice open, because we need to initialize a test session. Okay, this is going to be like the API request to establish the communication between Cypress and the grid. Okay, so I'm gonna start naming this to do app, This is the app name, and then we have to name the test name. So it is going to be like to do main application layout. Okay, then we're gonna be using, okay, let's see this example. Basically here we have like two tests. The first one is going to be like a login window, then it is going to click on login, and the baseline example is going to check for two different screenshots or snapshots, but in my case I only want to have one, and the tag is going to be to do window. Okay, you're gonna understand this as soon as I execute it. Okay, and I'm gonna also call the command CYPRESS in order to actually display the results as soon as the session ends. Okay, that's cool and correct. That's basically all the stuff that we need to do right now. Of course, you can go ahead and check the official documentation, because we have more target solutions or options when using the Fluent API that it is saying over here. Okay, so I highly recommend you to go ahead and check the documentations or the documents in the applitools.com website, because obviously there are a lot of ways to do this particular testing, okay, with the technology. So as soon as I have done this, I need to do something else. Let's check the official documentation. I need to create an applitoolsconf.js file in the root directory in my project. So I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna copy this code that I have over here. I'll try to explain you right away what is happening here. Basically, we have a module that exports with all the configurations that applitools is going to use. For example, the test concurrency, for right now we have only one, and we have to paste the API key that applitools provide us. Okay, so you can create a free account in applitools, and you're gonna be provided with an API key that you can use. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste it in the applitools configuration file. Okay, that's cool. Then you can see that here we can specify some browsers. In this case we have like 7 different snapshots that is going to be like the baseline. Okay, but I don't want to take snapshots in Internet Explorer and Edge Chromium. I'm gonna delete them, and I'm gonna stay with Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and also 2 different devices, iPhone X and Pixel 2. And take a look of this too, because when I am going to take this snapshot in Google Chrome, it is going to have like a different width and height. So we're gonna be testing different viewports, so it could be useful too if you want to actually modify them to actually cover or actually increase the test coverage, right? That's also important. And the batch name is like, I don't know, maybe it could be release 1. You're gonna understand what is this batch name and where it is displayed right now. Okay, but I think that we're missing something else. Basically, we need to do something over here, which is the command npx ice setup. Okay, let me just do it over here in my terminal. It didn't copy my command, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna paste this over here. Okay, cool. And basically you can see that what is happening is that using this command we are defining the plugins, the code that we need in order to get Cypress and applitools integrated together, and it is like specifying some commands that we need. It is actually defining TypeScript, and at the end you can see that this setup is done correctly. You can do it this manually. There are some documentation over here that you can follow to actually configure this manually over here, you can see. But using the command npx iSetup is going to work for you perfectly. Okay, so now that I have done this, I'm gonna execute my command npx run cypress open in order to basically actually run the terminal. In the terminal, the test runner. I'm gonna open up the test runner in Cypress, and you're gonna see that now we have at the end the visual testing folder with applitools.js. I'm gonna click on this, and you're gonna see that probably it is gonna start the session. It is gonna visit the website, start the session. You can see here the eyes open. Then it has applied or actually implemented the check windows function, and then we have the eyes closed execution. Okay, but you can see that it is in progress. We don't have the execution yet finished, because if we check the AppliTools dashboard, you can see that, well, the running is in progress. Okay, you're gonna see that it is taking different snapshots in the different devices that we have defined, right, in the AppliTools that configuration file. And at the end, well, it is gonna take 5 different snapshots in different web browsers and devices. Okay, you can see that now it has finished. Or not? No, it is running yet. Okay, it is fine. Now we have 4 of them. You can see now that we have a snapshot in Chrome, iPhone X. That's cool. And well, it is working fine, right? We have like a snapshot of every single, well, different viewports, right? That's amazing. Now that it has finished, you can see that probably in Cypress it has also finished, right? And that's amazing. And well, since we don't have another image, this is going to be the baseline. We can say that this is the correct baseline for every single image over here, right? But well, since this is the very first one, I think that it is automatically set as the baseline. Okay, that's cool. There is no problem. Let's go ahead and make a change on our application. Now we're gonna have a double S at the end of our title. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna change the to-dos to to-dos with double S. Okay, and there it is. Now we have a difference, right? And our snapshot testing or the visual testing should be capable to find the difference and show us what is happening there. So I'm gonna go ahead and execute this again. Now you can see that we have a double S at the end and the execution is in progress. Let's see how it is behaving the next execution in AppliTools. Okay, I don't know what is happening here, but I'm gonna confirm. Okay, there it is. Now you can see that, well, it is in progress, if I am not wrong. Yeah, but yeah, now we have two images with differences, right? And we can see that, well, the difference is in the title. But you might be wondering how I can know the difference because everything is pink and I'm not pretty sure what is happening. Well, we have here a toggle button where we can toggle between the checkpoint and the baseline images. Okay, let's see that. This is the baseline, okay, but now this is the current one with double S. You can see the difference because here we have a space at the end at the beginning, at the end of the string, and obviously it is happening because probably it was centering this, and now we have a double S, and you obviously can see the difference over here, right? Well, you can see the viewport. You can adjust the differences if you want to see that or not. The baseline regions, the code regions, and so on, right? It is amazing. And in case you want to, well, actually use these snapshots as baselines for the next execution, right? Let's imagine that this change over here in the viewport, or actually in the UI, is the correct one. You can come here and click on like basically, and over every single execution, or actually this is going to be the new baseline images for the next execution, as you can see over here. So yeah, that's amazing, right? And it is an amazing technology that we can use for our regressions, that can find a lot of different issues, and it has like an artificial intelligence that is going to help us to identify what could be a real issue or not, because sometimes the snapshots can move or not, because you know, right, the execution varies in different contexts. But AppliTools is an excellent solution, and it could be a lifesaver sometimes. So thank you guys. This was JoanMedia, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comment section if you see something wrong. Of course, I'll be more than happy to learn from your comments, and if you want to see something else in the future, I'll try to create more content for you, of course. Thank you very much, guys.